Hey everybody, Corporate Cowboy here, and I wanted to put together a little video on how I pretty much do the daily routine with my boots to keep them lasting. Regular maintenance, not like deep in where I'm like sitting there polishing them down or taking them to the boot cobbler to do detail work and all that. Just what I do every day so the boot can last the longest. So we'll go ahead and start first. I like to go ahead and show everybody, well, you've wore your boots all day, and what do you do when you get home? So I'll go ahead and start with this right here. A lot of people I know, they like to come in here and they'll take their boot off like with the edge of their feet like this, or they'll just kick it off on the edge of their boot or something like that. What I've seen over time, I've seen right here where boots will like come loose on one end or on the other. They make these things called boot jacks. Area boot outlet, and you go in there, it actually grips the whole boot, takes it right off real easy. There's an equal distribution of it all the way around. Now, I can tell you not all boot jacks are created the same. I'm actually, I do like the area out one, and I'll tell you why, because it's a solid piece of wood right here. There's other ones that have it where they'll nail it in, where another block right there. Nothing wrong with them. I just wanted one that was like that, but there's tons of companies out there that have your little boot jacks. This will help the heel of your boot last a lot longer from coming off and on. So, go ahead, jump in. I was like, all right, so I've been sweating in these boots all day. You want them to last. You've built up a lot of moisture in here. You want to take these inserts out. It gives time, and I can even feel it. A little bit of sweat in here. And if I leave that in there on that leather, it's going to sit there and slowly like rot that leather over time. So I don't get my inserts mixed up, I'll put it right back in here. And another thing, I get these off of Amazon. They're called like boot shaft protectors or stressors, whatever. They got expensive ones you can get. Yeah, on the outside. Motorcycles going by. You can get the wood ones. They're like $50 for one of them. Well, I bought a pack of 30 of these for like $12 off Amazon, and they do the exact same thing. So I'll put this in here. Boom, stabilizes the boot. Now these are a little bit more like ropers, so they're not gonna be as bad. Take this one out of here and I'll show you an example of, I got my daughter's. So these are my daughter's Ariat rough outs as well. And you'll notice if I take these out, what'll happen over time, you don't want that light sitting up on your cabinet, stuff like that. So take the time, do that in evenings. It'll help keep the shapeness of those boots. All right, so now that I've told you to get your boots to air out, I do this with all of them. If you can see across here, I'm a big fan of Chiso's boots. I got the rough out, the browns, the blacks, #2 square toes. These are the first ones I got. Really like these. I always keep one of these brushes next to my bed. Nighttime, that's part of my routine. I take these off before I put the insert stuff in. I go through it. If you just kind of do a swirl around the property a little bit, Crystal. We got a lot of gravel. We got a lot of dirt up here. So I get all that here in the crevices. If you take the time to clean this stuff around the corner just every day, it won't stay caked up in there. Now, some days I'll get a little harder stuff right here. Another thing, got this off Amazon, hardly nothing. I'll come in here and I'll do a little polishing like this. There's not a day that goes by. If I wear a pair of boots, I take a few minutes to go through here and maintain and clean these. I even go on the bottom of these and I'll clean these. Now, you notice here, because of the work I'm doing up here, I'm building a home right now, a lot of construction. This is normally straight up leather bottom. I had this little sole protector put on by our local cobbler. It wasn't bad. It was like 30 bucks to do it. It was an extra thick one, but I still make sure I go in here every day and clean the corners and crevices. And I wear this boot probably more than any of the other ones most of the time during the year. My rough outs, I'm wearing them more and more during now that it's summertime. But these boots now are looking at about 7-8 months old, and I do wear boots every single day. And then these are the 3 boots that I do wear. So they've seen a lot, they've get worn a lot, and they're in great condition for that. So that's pretty much the basics of it that I try to put out on how to maintain them. Like I said, take them off with a boot jack, Take the time, get the dirt off it with this. Take the time to wipe it off with this. Make sure your insert gives time to breathe. Try not to wear the same pair of boots 2 days in a row. Give some time for this boot to air out. Wear another pair. Now, if you only got one pair, I get it. But you're going to shorten the life of it if you wear the same boot every single day. And if you're walking on pretty rough surfaces, get some sole protectors. It's worth it. I think that's pretty much all I have for right now for this series. Let me know what y'all think, and let me know the things y'all are doing to maintain y'all's boots daily. I'm always curious. I am no pro at this at all. This is just what I've seen on Chisos's website. He has a lot of videos on how to do maintain your boots and take care of them, and I've taken a lot of that. Plus, I read a lot on Reddit. I watch a lot of things on YouTube. I really enjoy reading on this stuff, so I'm curious. Tell me what works for you, and post up on the comments below, and don't forget to share. This is Corporate Cowboy signing out.